Hello everyone who is watching this video from home, from everywhere you are. Let me take you through this. A destiny. What is a destiny? A destiny is a journey that you have to take. A destiny is a journey that you were created to take. A journey is a path that you were born to take. Let me make an example about myself. When I was born just like everybody. Then I went to school. When I went to school in standard 1, my father called me and he said, "My son, I want you to be a doctor." And he kept on repeating this thing until I was in matric, until I went after matric. But let me tell you, I was thinking about being a medical doctor. Then my matric results were not good. I cannot blame anyone. There were some contributing factors, but I cannot blame them because maybe there's something that I should have done better. I didn't get the good results. And I also believe I didn't fight enough to get the good results. And I kept on believing that I let my father down. I let my parents down because my father used his right to bless me, saying, "Mnikeni, I want you to be a doctor." And he was talking about a medical doctor. We didn't think there was any other doctor around. Then I started working as a contractor. I worked in a construction. Then when I was working in the construction, I saw I couldn't work there because we were working in the sun. Some guys were lazy. We had to work very hard with just a few guys who were dedicated to what they were doing. So I thought, no, this job is not mine. I better try something else. Then I went up to be a security officer. I trained to be a security officer. I got my grade C, which is a third standard in security services. Then I got employed. I worked a few years. Few years down the line, I saw no, I didn't make enough money as I wanted. Then I changed. I went to gardening. I named my company WM Garden Services. I worked there quite a few years, but then I made mistakes. I made wrong decisions. Then I fell down. But that mentality or that saying from my father that he wanted me to be a doctor kept ringing. Then, a few years, I left because I made those mistakes in the gardening. Then I left. I went and worked in a dumping site. There I was making a lot of money, but that money, I wasn't comfortable with it because I was working there illegally. I could make 5,000 rand, I could make 3,000 rand, I could make 2,000 rand a day. But then, fortunately, I got employed in Statistics South Africa. I worked there for 6 months, then the contract finished. I thought, am I going back to the dumping site? I went back there. I worked for 2 months. Then I left. I bought a computer with a printer. Then I worked. I went down home. Then I developed a small internet cafe. I worked there for a few days. But the thing of a doctor kept ringing in my mind. Then a few months, I got employed as a security manager. I worked as a security manager for 3 years. Then I got another better job as a security manager again. But the dream, my father's dream, and which had turned out to be my dream, kept ringing. I worked for a government department. I worked there. But then, one day, a man of God came to me and said, "Hey, you've got a dream. You've got a talent. You've got something special. You don't belong here. You belong somewhere. You are you are an eagle among pigeons. So an eagle doesn't belong to the pigeons. You must do something else. You must go and do motivation. You must do motivational speaking. You must be a public speaker. That's where you belong. And then when I went there, I started speaking from his church. Then I went on to speak in public. Then I started getting invitations. Then somebody said, "You are a doctor because we watch you on Facebook and we get healed because of you." And then I said, this is what my father was talking about. He said he wanted me to be a doctor, but then I didn't become a medical doctor. Then I became a spiritual doctor. I became a mental doctor. I became something else, but it took me years to realize my dream. So what I want to tell you is that if you have got power, if you've got children, bless them. Then their dream will be, your dream will be realized. Your blessings over them may take years to come, but one day they will come to reality. Then you as a person, maybe you wanted to do something else. Do not sit down and say, I wanted to be a lawyer. I wanted to be a doctor. Do what you can, but keep your dream burning in your mind. It can take you years. It can take you centuries. It can take you many more years. But I can tell you that another thing that I wanted to do, I wanted to be on the radio. But let me tell you, it took me 21 years to get to radio. From 1997, I wanted to be on the radio, but I only managed to get to radio in 2017. That is full 20 years. Then I grew and grew and grew and grew and grew in radio. So you can also do the same. But what you need to do, keep believing that you can do what you wanted to do. That's all I want to tell you. My father wanted me to be a medical doctor, but then I worked hard. Now I'm a spiritual doctor. I heal people emotionally. I heal people spiritually. I work with people, and that is what my father wanted me to do, even though it didn't come directly as he wanted. So what I want to say, keep believing. Keep knowing that as long as you can breathe in, as long as you can breathe out, because there are some people in hospitals who are begging for their lives. They are crying for their lives. They are saying, oh God, if you can only give me one more day, if you can give me 2 more years, I can do something good. I can do things good for my family. They are dying in hospitals, but you are fortunate because you are sitting, you are able to wake up every day and do something for yourself. So what I want to say to you is that you are blessed that you are alive. You are alive. You are blessed that you can breathe in and breathe out every day. You are blessed that you can see opportunities. But do not relax. Never settle for less. Settle for a bigger price, because you are designed for bigger things. I am Nigel Mtungwa. Just like and share this video, then heal the world. But make sure that you listen carefully to what I was saying and share with the world. You are unstoppable. You deserve better. Thank you.